Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to open a box from Vulpes Training. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, Vulpes, V-U-L-P-E-S Training out of New York. Today we will be using a Spyderco to open this box. This box should contain a training weapon. I am big into training weapons that I can't break. We're not talking about training with any specific style. I do a series of OODA loop neurological training drills when I train people. Something that's kind of below the level of organized martial arts. They are attack defend drills meant to improve people's brain. It's free of style, really. Ooh, this is cool. And this is supposed to be based on a Maori war club. I like these other training weapons. This is a cold steel training staff. These are polypropylene, which means they're indestructible. So you can hit things with them as hard as possible, like this cold steel Brooklyn Smasher bat, model number CS34. You can hit them as hard as you possibly can without hurting them or damaging them, which is good because you can break normal training staffs very, very easily, and it gets very expensive very quickly. So I tend to advocate spending a little bit more money on something that can't break. This came across on a Facebook ad a couple of weeks ago, and this gentleman, Vulpes Training, is making different shapes of indestructible training tools not offered by other companies. Oh, so this is cool. It has a square handle. I think he's cutting these out of sheets of polypropylene and then shaping them, probably by sanding. This is his logo. I am very into different types of club, whether for training with weights or maces, because it's the oldest form of training known to man. But I am also very into historical clubs used around the world. Basically, before people had swords, they had clubs. Certain cultures that didn't have access to metal continued to use war clubs up until very, very recently in human history. I'm much more familiar with the war clubs of North America because I live in North America. I'm from the Ohio Valley, and there are a lot of very specific types of war clubs from the Ohio Valley. When I saw this bad boy come across on a Facebook ad, I was like, it looks like a gun stock war club, which was a specific type of war club from Mississippi and east that I know of. I don't know if they existed out west or not, but I know many, many examples existed in the area where I'm from. So this looks like a gun stock war club, and I've wanted one that I can train with and not destroy for a long time, and this is gonna be it. This is a pretty cool design. He's cutting in specific shapes into the handle here to build traction. Unlike things like cold steel, which are more smooth and just have a built-in wood grain to them. But the fun thing about training with things like this is you kind of get back to that original things that humans did. Some of the first tools that people had were sticks. Our hand is specifically designed to grab things, levers, whether they be staffs or hammers or clubs, and our shoulder is designed for us to hit things. Everything about our biology is designed for us to swing weights as hard as possible. This has allowed us to generate more force than our body weight would otherwise denote in the animal kingdom, and that has allowed us to build civilization over the course of the last 5,000 years, or a lot longer if you subscribe to some different theories of human evolution. So this is really cool, and I am going to very much enjoy testing this thing out. I know that the cold steel ones will stand up to training against full impact with sharp machetes for an undetermined amount of time. I've had baseball bats that we've used to train against live machetes for 10 years. They get really spiky in the middle from being chopped at, but they don't really go bad. I look forward to testing this thing out and to see if it survives like the cold steel products do. So compared to something like this cold steel model CS34 Brooklyn Basher, it's just about the same length. It is substantially thinner. It's an entirely different profile. All the cold steel stuff tends to be generally round. This has a generally rectangular shape to it, but all the edges are smoothed off. and it looks just super fun. We will take this out and we will start using it to do attack defend drills against these weapons. First, we'll see how it holds up, and then we will eventually move to using it to block things like machetes, because that's fun and that's what we like to do. I paid $80 for this, which is not cheap compared to something like the Cold Steel. These things are about 30 bucks. The Cold Steel staffs are anywhere from 40 to 50 when you can find them. But I am willing to pay a little bit more for somebody to make something by hand, support an artist, and have fun. A night out on the town easily cost $80. If this thing is as durable as a Cold Steel product, then I will have it for many, many years, and it will be very, very fun. So I don't see the cost as a negative. I think of it as investing in entertainment and learning.